Tell us, how does it look like? Is it like the voodoo that we usually see in movies? Because I've never seen a voodoo done before.
But they take them to some shrine. I'm sure you know what happened with the Okija shrine and the rest of it. They have developed, I mean, like I was saying, it's not something that started yesterday. It's not something that you know, we can just talk about or look about. But before I go on, I mean, let me also commend the Nigerian press, because I take so much delight. I've been following the conversations and discussions on this issue, and I'm so happy, particularly your station, the way this has been, because like I said, I've listened to interviews and I've now seen the Vice President coming into it. It's a joy to somebody like us, because like I said, it's a battle that I have tried to fight and talk about for over 30 years with very little progress.
Dr. Jibono, this migration, illegal as it may be, we have a lot of people that go there. I mean, the last batch of people that came back to Nigeria from Libya were about 200 plus.
Yes.
Last week, about 161 returned to Cote d'Ivoire. There are several countries that have some of these things going on. There's some hundreds that returned to Ghana also in the course of last week. Why this crave to move out of the African continent? In your conversations with them, with these migrants, what did they say drove them to move?
Better life, loss of confidence in our country. Let me take you back a little bit. In the 70s and 80s, Nigeria was a destination. Europeans came to Nigeria to work. These Europeans that don't want us anymore. West Africans came to Nigeria. If you recall how the Ghana must go thing, you know, we didn't have the skilled men in this country, so people came from all over the world to come and seek employment in Nigeria. Why? Because we were industrializing. Steel mills, six steel mills all over the country. Six geopolitical zones. 6 paper mill. 6 assembly plants sited all over the country. Even panicked, that especially when the influx of Europeans and West Africans started happening. We panicked that we may continue to depend. That was why we built colleges of technology and polytechnics all over the country to hurry up the training of Nigerians. And now they are graduating in hundreds of thousands. Where are those industries? They're all gone. Then you go to the public sector. What happened to Nigeria Airways? What happened to Nigerian Railways? What happened to NITSA? These are the big employers of labor. Where are they now? So where are these? Where will you take these thousands, hundreds of thousands of Nigerians graduating from all these institutions? Where will they go?
What will it take to remedy it?
Well, we have to restore that industrialization policy that we had in the 70s. Bring back our steel mills. Bring back our paper mills. Bring back our assembly plants. That will employ millions of Nigerians. Do something about the Sahara, which was contained in my book, Bridging the Sahara.
What did you say about the Sahara in your book?
Greening, driving back the desert, stopping, and that will help to stop the migration. That also will help to stop the migration of the cattle, the Fulani cattlemen.
This has to do with desertification.
Oh, yes. I talked about, and like I said, the book was published in 2002. So, you know, I also talked about the lack of patriotism in our land. The Nigerians don't love their country anymore.
But I still don't get it. What's the relationship between, excuse me, what's the relationship between desertification and migration?
Well, you have to take into consideration that there are 11, let me just talk about Nigeria. I will get to other countries as we go on. There are 11 states in the country that border the Sahara. 11 states.
Sokoto, Kebbi.
Yes. And most of the land, farming land, have been encroached upon by the Sahara. And as we speak, the desert is still moving, even though we are now doing something about the Great Green Wall to checkmate it and the rest of it. But once the land is, and most of these areas are grazing fields. That's where you have the natural grazing field, going for thousands of miles. So cattlemen in all these 11 states were able to. And you know, the average Fulani family, the investments they bequeath their children, their family, is the number of, when they are 10, 12, 15, they give them 10 cows, 5 female, 5 male. At the time they are up to, say, university level or get into the army, navy, and the rest of it, they have, through their animal husbandry skill, they have developed their cattle herds into hundreds. And they just get one of these shepherds, or 2 of them, to manage them. And all they do is wake up every morning and walk 5, 10 kilometers to a grazing land where they can graze. These grazing lands are gone. They've disappeared. And that is why, from where? From the encroachment of the desert. And then, of course, the desertification that follows the encroachment, causing degradation to the land, the farmland, food security. So once that continues, then the issue of migration comes in. That also makes the Sahara itself more dangerous. I mean, when I started the expedition, the Sahara was known as a forbidden land.